Okay, people. So, getting back into routine after illness or burnout sounds simple, but when you actually try, it can feel impossible. You know what you should be doing, but you just can't seem to get that start. And if that's something that's affecting you right now, stick around because it's also been affecting me, and I'm going to teach you how to work through it. So, for me, after going through surgery and recovery, you know. I remember trying to get back to a routine, or my old routine even, and it just didn't feel the same. It didn't feel right. And things that used to feel normal suddenly felt really difficult. Like it was taking too much energy, too much effort. Even simple things just felt like effort, you know. So you have to find a new routine, a new way of life, so to speak. So the problem is that you think, oh, I'm recovered now, I can just go back to normal. But your body tells you different as soon as you try. Your body's different, your energy's different, your mindset even is completely different. And your body is still adjusting even after your treatment. So for me, I'm just over a year in remission, and I still have problems with fatigue. I still have problems with joint pain. I still have problems with aches, in my muscles, in my bones. When I go to bed every night, my skin just starts itching, out of nowhere. So it takes a long time to adjust and fully recover. Just because you've finished your treatment doesn't mean that your body's finished recovering and ready to move forward, you know. So trying to jump back straight back into your old routine doesn't work. And that's what changed for me, because that's what I tried to do. I stopped trying to get back to my old routine because I realised it wasn't working. And I had to just step back and literally start again from scratch. So yeah, I started building a new routine, something simpler and something realistic, something that I can do and I know that I can achieve, within a reasonable time scale. So the practical steps in changing your routine and making your routine better for the way your body is now and the way your life is now is just start small. Keep it as simple and actionable as you can. Start with small things instead of rebuilding everything in one go. You know, focus on one thing at a time and make things in importance to you. You know, that's basically it. Wake up at a consistent time, fairly consistent, doesn't have to be the same time every day, but around about the same time, so you've got that routine of going to bed, getting the rest, and waking up and starting your day. Move your body slightly, you get up, have a little stretch off. Um, Not necessarily the whole body, but just enough to get your body moving, motivated, the blood pumping, Like I say, it doesn't have to be massive exercise, just little bits just to liven you up a little bit. And then from there, you do one task, but you do that one task properly. You do the task, you complete it, and you're happy with it. It's at the best of your ability where you stand. And if you need to come back to it at a later date when you've got more energy, you can do. At least the start has been made, and then you move to the next task. All you're trying to do is become stable again. You know, become stable in your surroundings, in your home, your workplace, wherever it is that you feel you need to step back and just start again slowly with the right momentum, with the right mindset. Because routine is not just about doing things, it's not just about having things to do and filling your day. It's smaller than you think. Routine is simply the time you get up, what you do through the day, you know. Doesn't matter how many things, it could just be one or two things, and rest in between. It doesn't matter, it's part of your routine. So that's how you build properly. You start small and you work your way through the tasks that you want to complete or the achievements that you want to make. And another thing before I go, that's the reason. And that's something that was affecting me for a long time, and I focus on it a lot in my book. From hospital bed to stability. Stability matters before anything else. From you get your stability, you make your routine, you know, you get your achievements and you become planted and you grow, you know. It's as simple as that. It's easier than you think, but it's a case of resetting your mind, refocusing your mind, you know, and taking smaller steps, actionable steps that go towards where you want to be, where you're trying to get yourself to, you know, where you're trying to build your body to. So I hope that helps. I hope you make a start and you're able to take that step back and reevaluate, refocus, and concentrate on yourself and your body and your recovery, you know. So stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next one.